There's no more coffee. The coffee's gone. Tom, why is there no coffee? I need coffee. Coffee. Now for my Emmy. Bugsmashers! Hey everyone, we're here in a fun little test level with an upside down buggy. The reason is because if I move this little image here from QA, when the buggy dies, apparently its wheels detach from the buggy, and it looks a little funky. So let's test that right now. Hop into the game. Take a little lag. And let's kill the buggy. We gotta do that again, because that was awesome. Alright, let's kill the buggy. His wheels just fall down. Oh, that's great. Oh, we have to do it one more time. Let's do it in slow motion. Oh yeah, slow motion. Watch those wheels fall. So real. Such physics. Alright, let's fix that. So, what's happening? Well, as our vehicle slowly sinks down into the nether, when a vehicle dies, that little piece that's slowly sinking into the ground turns into a debris item, and all the geometry is supposed to go with that, and then the vehicle could die. However, what we're seeing here is the vehicle's still sticking around with geometry, and the little debris piece is not getting the wheels or the suspension. So, let's fix that. So prior to this, I did quite, no, things popping up. You can't see it, but I can. So many things. All right, there we go. So before I came here, I had to do a little bit of reformatting of this little vehicle part. Basically, if I go into my little sub part, I reformatted this little init geometry so that we could swap geometry from this particular part to the damage part. And I needed a way to reset the geometry on the physics part, or on the vehicle part, so that it could have nothing there, while in the debris we have something. So I basically reformatted this so that I can now allow a null geometry, and I went through the correct path. So if I have something, I load it into the correct entity slot, otherwise I free it, and then I set up the correct transforms and particular vehicle stuff that you would need. And so now that we have all that fun stuff, anytime we want to detach from the vehicle, we now want to remove our geometry. So we'll do that a little bit. And now we have the ability to remove bits from the vehicle. We now got to move that piece onto the debris piece. So, and this little guy, I should go right here. Where is it? So when our part is actually going to get detached, we call this function, which gathers all the geometry from the part and any associated extra geometry that it knows of. Also, it gets all the items and any attached geometry that we add in, like the landing gear. And as you can see here, here it is. If currently we only take geometry that has, we call it a skeleton or a CGA, where you have one piece of, you have the skeleton and it has multiple geometry bits. And that's what this little, what do you call it, stat object is. Each little bone has these little bits of geometry. Unfortunately, the wheels and suspension just have geometry. They don't have these skins or these skeletons. They actually are just pieces of geometry that go into that slot. So we have to allow support for just geometry into those areas. So we're going to get rid of this check to see if we have a character, which we don't. And we're going to run a bit of extra code that I have right here that says, hey, if we are, a character, we're going to do as we did before. But if we're not a character, we're just some piece of geometry, we're going to still add it to the list, but we're going to let the higher up part know that we're coming from, you know, not from a skeleton. So we're going to set our bone index to -1, saying, hey, we're free range geometry, we don't come from this particular skeleton. So now that we built that list up, we've got to handle the case that we are not, you know, part of that skeleton. So we go back down to here, and here we are. So now we go through our list of geometry, and since we're going through each of the bones, we're going to take all the geometry from those parts and snap it into the debris piece. But we got to make sure that if this part is part of a skeleton and we had that ID, we need to clean it up. And we got to make sure that we have the ID now that we could have, you know, -1. So this will protect this area of code. And let's see what we get now. Ooh. Building, building, building. Get those buildings building. And action. Let's see. Wait for the recode to pop up. Alright, so we're back in our fancy dancy level. Let's see what happens when we kill the vehicle. So turn on our console, kill it. Hey, the wheels are with it. Yay! Let's try it one more time. For science. Woo! Alright, let's check out physics. Oh no! Haha! All the fancy wheel stuff is at the center of the debris item. So our physics wheels are all in the center. All right, let's fix that real quick. So, lucky for you, I have code prepared for you. What's happening is we're moving this geometry into a particular slot, but its physics still thinks it's at this particular origin, and it doesn't have the offset that it would if it was on like a skeleton, you know, actual origin of the skeleton position. So we need to move physics to the correct location, just like where the geometry bit is. And that's what we're going to do here. We only need to do it for these subparts because they're just those extra geometry that don't have those offsets. So we're going to save this. We're going to basically get the offset that we already have, tell physics about it, and the renderer knows about it, so that we're all in happy-go-lucky same spot. Let's compile that, see how we go. This guy has awesome physics. Look at that. Oh yeah, physics. There goes recode. So let's kill the vehicle one more time. Haha! All the wheels and suspension physics are all in the correct spot. So now our debris item is actual debris. Excellent. Woo! Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed the Buggy's bug. That thing always loves to buggy around. Haha, pun intended, I guess. I don't know. Hope you guys enjoyed that bug of crazy physics. We'll have some more probably in the future. The buggy, that seems to be the one vehicle that always escapes our clutches. Well, see you guys next time, and hope you enjoyed it.
This video made possible by the ICC Stellar Surveyors and subscribers like you.